Highlights of the 1966 Minnesota State High School basketball tournament are on the air.
Pass goes in. Shelper has it. 12 seconds left. He's dribbling it way out near the center jump circle. To the left side. To right with 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5. To the right side. Delhouse jump shot with 3. It's short off the rim. Rebound. Duluth East. We go into overtime.
These were the sounds of Williams Arena last night as Edina went from a tie to win the 1966 state basketball crown 82-75 over Duluth East. In the next half hour, we'll have a review of the state tournament from start to finish, along with interviews with coaches and players on the tournament highlights for 66.
Highlights of the Minnesota State basketball tournament are brought to you by Amchem, the folks who make Amabin for season-long weed control of most of the annual broadleaf weeds and grasses. Now, this is Maynard Speece inviting you to hear the highlights from Johnny Kundla, University of Minnesota basketball coach, and Sid Hartman of the Minneapolis Tribune.
Well, John, what a tension-packed tournament. What are your thoughts as the cheers and crowd is toned down and you look back to the 1966 Classic?
Well, I thought it was one of the best tournaments I've seen for a long time, Sid. You can't help admiring a team like Edina who had to play 3 games in a row, the tension packed right down to the last second of the ball game. Basketball in general was real good passing, real good ball handling, good outside shooting. Every kind of defense in the game was shown. Excellent coaching. I thought it was an excellent tournament, and I don't think you could ask for a better championship ball game than Edina and Duluth East put on Saturday night.
Very good, John. Well, let's get started on our tournament highlights. Last Thursday, 8 teams, all with hopes of carrying home that big trophy, started play at Williams Arena, even though the snow almost delayed the start of play.
Representing Region 1 was Blooming Prairie, Region 2, Windham, Region 3, Hutchinson, Region 4, Mounds View, Region 5, Edina, Region 6, Henning, Region 7, Duluth East, and Region 8, Ada.
Yes, sirree. The first 2 teams to meet Thursday afternoon were Duluth East, coached by Joe Merkinich, against Ada, coached by Dennis Anderson. Before the game got underway, we asked Coach Dennis Anderson of Ada if Duluth East's style of play would cause any problems.
Well, we don't anticipate it will. We hope we can cope with their zone press and their zone defense.
We faced a lot of that during the season?
Yes, somewhat. We like to run with the ball, and this zone press is going to make us run with it, of course. So we're hoping we can get through it.
We then asked star player Ken Pierce what his thoughts were about Duluth.
Well, they're tough, but I think we can do it. We'll pick the Blues, but we'll have to disprove this year.
In a game that was to set the pace for the tournament of close action, Duluth East won the opener 68-61. Both teams hit 25 field goals, but Ada fouled more, and that made the difference. The game was tied late in the third quarter, 50-50, when Duluth East Heinzen hit a free throw. Ada never led after that.
After the game, we talked briefly with Coach Joe Merkinich of Duluth East. We asked him to elaborate on the game.
Well, they gave us all we wanted, Paul. We don't care for any more, believe me.
You took advantage of some turnovers that Ada had and really turned them to your advantage because Ada was sky high and really pressing, but then you came back sometimes and picked up that ball. Has this been your sort of play all season long?
Yeah, we've pressed for 3 years when we've used it times when we felt we've needed the thing. So we expect to be pressed. We play with Superior and Cloquet and those schools up there, and they start pressing right out of your dressing room, you know.
In the second game of the afternoon was Hutchinson, coached by Art Ulrich, against Mounds View, coached by Jim Geske. This was one game that was rated a toss-up by pre-game dopesters. We talked before the game with Coach Jim Geske and his star player Tom Kunze. We asked Geske if he thought Hutch would be tough.
Well, I suppose they will be because they play just like we play, and we figure we're tough to play, so I suppose they will be too.
Is their style, anything special about their style that's tough?
They do exactly the same thing we do. They press full court, man for man, and play the same type of an offense, and try to rely on their speed. We try to do the same thing.
Next, we asked Tom Kunze what actually happened to his team after finishing ninth in the Suburban League.
Well, the team just